Hello and welcome to The Insecure Chef. I'm here with Regina today in this very late spring week. Summer, 2-3 days away. So we're getting rocking and rolling. We were out there today putting together flower planters. Don't ever try that. And I decided to cook. So today we're going to be doing the fried or baked or whatever you want to call it, but it's really kind of a baked fried deal of stuffed Italian peppers. And I got the peppers here. We'll be stuffing this with a pork mixture. I'm using pork today, so I'm going to be adding Italian seasoning to that. If you don't have Italian seasoning, you can make up your own: basil, thyme, rosemary, just keep going, salt, pepper, etc., until you get to the taste you like. Or if you want to save yourself a lot of trouble, we can simply use Italian sausage. I didn't have any Italian sausage today, so I went with ground pork, and as I said, I'll be throwing in the Italian seasoning. So, first step is to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or whatever scale you're using, whatever country you're watching this in. And as you see, I've already cut the top off one of the peppers. And you see how nice and clean it is inside. I'm only going to be making 2 today. If you want 4, 6, 8, or 10, just scale it up proportionally. So, I'll show you how I did it. I simply took a nice sharp knife and I cut the top off like so. I went like that. And then basically, you can either use your finger or whatever. Just get in there and give it a little twist. And don't do what I just did. Try not to damage the pepper.
It happens.
It happens. It's not a big deal.
No.
Anyway, and then you'll see it's out. And I'm just taking out the membranes, unless you like those, and that's fine too. They're edible. I'm just pulling this all out. And you get the idea of how it looks. All right. Just going to shake the rest of the seeds out. See, there's a ton of them. And now you basically have 2 peppers. All righty. So, if you just give me a minute, let me do a little bit of housekeeping here. Kind of move this stuff off to the side. There we go. All right. That'll be that for the pepper. So, as I said, the oven's heating up, so we're going to move over, and now we're going to make the stuffing. Here's about a half a pound of ground pork. As I said, you could use, Italian sausage. Just remember, if you use Italian sausage, to take the casing off. In other words, just do a little slit down the side and just peel it out of there, like a banana. All right, you don't want the casing in there. So we're going to go with that. I'm going to take about a tablespoon of the Italian seasoning. All right, I'm going to throw that in there. And this basically is almost all the same kind of ingredients you'd get in Italian sausage. All right, going to put that in there. All right, and then I'm going to give it a little flick of the flake hot pepper. Now, if you don't like it spicy, don't put it in. And for that matter, if you don't like it spicy and only using sausage, use the Italian sweet sausage instead of the Italian hot. I'm going to give this just a little flick because I enjoy a little spice on that. Nothing big going in there. All right. And now to that, I'm going to be adding a half a cup of salsa. This is regular salsa. This is Paul Newman's. If you don't want to use salsa, you can certainly use fire roasted diced tomatoes in its place. I like the salsa because it's already got a little of the chili peppers in there and all that. That's all a personal preference. It comes out with any kind of sauce you want. For that matter, you can use tomato sauce. You didn't hear it from me, but you could use ketchup if you were desperate. Okay? So I'm going to throw that in there now. All right. We got that in there. I'm going to follow that up now with some mozzarella, or for those who prefer mozzarella, however you like to say it. I'm going to throw that in there. As always, the quantities are on the channel. I got that going in there. I'm going to add a little salt and pepper to taste. All right. For me, that's probably about half a teaspoon of each. Okay. Got that going there. And I'm going to definitely make myself some garlic. Garlic going in. All right, that looks good. That's minced garlic going in. You use fresh garlic if you like. Got that going in there. And we're going to follow this up also with a little parsley. Nice fresh parsley. I guess about a tablespoon will do. Yeah, that's good enough. Got a tablespoon in there. All right. Now, I think I've got all my ingredients in there. I don't see any more hanging around, so I'm just going to run myself some water because in a minute I'm going to need to wash my hands. I find the easiest and the best way is to have nice clean hands, nice clean fingernails, and just do this by hand. If that bothers you, put gloves on. If that really bothers you, then I guess you could use spatulas, etc. Knock yourself out. So here we go. We're going to mix this up. And the interesting thing, of course, about these kind of recipes is you're looking to get a consistency that is easy to stuff into the pepper, and there's no hard guarantee that the measurements I just gave you are going to be perfect for your usage. If you find it's a little bit too dry, then you're more than welcome to put a little bit more salsa in, or a little bit more mozzarella if it's not, if it's too thin, that kind of thing. You're only going to be playing variations in that case, you know, by a half a teaspoon quantity, so not going to radically affect the taste. So this, and also remember, depending on how much fat you've got in your pork, that'll also affect the consistency of this. So don't be afraid if you have to kind of move it around and change it slightly, and it should come out just fine. So we're going to mix this up real nice, like that. And you know, I don't hear any dog barking. How's this possible?
Shh.
How's this possible?
Well, he's fed and walked.
Oh, well, I wish I was fed and walked. All right. What do you think, babe? Look, are we getting there?
Yeah, looks good.
All righty. Yep, just make sure you get everything blended. You don't want to have to bite into something and get, you know, a big piece of garlic or, you know, a big chunk of cheese. You want to get a nice blend of flavors. All right. I think that'll be eminently stuffable. What do you think?
Yep, you're ready.
All right.
Set.
Yeah, and again, I only have 2 peppers out here. I may not need all this, and that's fine.
I'm gonna make a meatball.
It would make a meatball out of it. So, with that said, I'm now going to get this and start to stuff it in the peppers. All right, let's start with this one. I'm going to try to get it down there. And you want to get it all the way to the back. So I'm going to just take this handy dandy spoon here and kind of just stuff it down there. You can do whatever way you find workable for you. But you like to get it to the back of the pepper. That way, when you cut into it for dinner, you'll have the stuffing all the way through the pepper. All right, so we got room there now. We can put some more. All right. And again, when you're stuffing it, try not to destroy the pepper. You know, as my father used to say, do what I say, not what I do. I'm not doing too bad.
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's getting there nice and tightly. All right, I'm going to leave a little edge for that. All right, I'm just going to put this on the side right now. All righty. Yep, and I'll stuff the next one. All right. Let's get that down there. It's sitting way up here on the top right now, so we've got to work to get it down. Of course, you know, when you choose these peppers, and these are the Italian frying peppers, try your best to get as straight as one as you can get, something that's got a decent diameter like this, so that it'll make it a little bit easier to stuff the pepper down. There we go, we'll get it down there. I can feel it going down to the bottom. All right, let's get some more in here. Wedge it down in there. Okay. See if I can get any more in there. What do you think, babe?
I think you.
You think I'm getting there?
I think you're there.
Maybe I can get a little more, you think?
I don't know.
Oh, it's not very helpful.
I think you reached
Well,
a
I'm
limit
not sure
there.
if I've gotten all the way to the bottom, but
Yeah.
it feels packed. I
That's
think you
good.
can see I'm giving it a good
Yeah.
push.
It's not
And
going anywhere.
It isn't going anywhere. So I'm going to say that that one is full as well. Let me just rinse my hands off now. All right, because remember you're playing here with raw pork, raw sausage, or whatever you're working with. So you like to be careful with that. All right, we'll get this out of the way for the moment. I'm going to be bringing over my baking dish. All right, now the baking dish, I've already gave it a light spray of extra virgin olive oil. We're working at 400 degrees, so don't forget to work with oil that can handle that temperature. EVOO will work fine, so will other high temperature oils. All right, now what I'm going to do now is the peppers are going to go in there, but I'm then going to spray them with olive oil and then kind of move them around again with my hands. So I'm going to get that in there like that. All right, and I'm going to get somewhere to get that off. And I'm going to start giving them a good spray. Don't be chintzy here. You want this to get crispy. Well, not really crispy, but you want it to get it browned up nice. So I'm going to use my hands here. Okay. This is called really working in the kitchen. Probably could have got more in there, babe.
Yeah?
I left too much maybe on the lip. Anyway, this will be fine for the folks. So again, make sure they're well oiled, like so. I think I covered that. Once again, let me wash off my hands. And we're going to be placing it into the center rack of a preheated 400 degree Fahrenheit oven. And I'm estimating, haven't made these this way before, so this is my first shot here, but I'm estimating 25 minutes at 400 should be pretty good. But the beauty of this is certainly anywhere near that amount of time, 400, you won't have to worry about the meat not being cooked. So really what you're going to be looking for is appearance of the peppers. Okay, so oven's already been preheated. I'm going to go around here and put them in. Okay, get that in there. And you see the center rack. I'm putting them in the center now. Separated like that, and that'll be that. I'm going to set the timer now for 25. And there's 25. And we'll be back, and when it gets close, we'll see how they look. Okay, I'm going to take a look here and grab these out, take a peek. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I think these are ready for a turnover. We're just gonna flip them around a little bit. Hopefully, we'll keep them intact. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, now we're gonna be putting them back in.
Not for too long, I don't think, huh?
Well, we'll see. We like to get a little more color, but
Okay.
we'll let it. I'm gonna put it back in. It has taken longer than my initial estimate. I'll let you guys know at the end exactly how long they took. I should have thought of it because our gas oven runs a little cool. So we'll be back shortly. Okay, as you see, we just took them out. They got themselves a nice little coloration to them. They're still bubbling away. So as soon as they cool down, I'll take a bite. All right. Looks good enough at this point.
I could smell them.
All right, let's take a look at that. There we go. That's looking quite good. And we'll try a little bit of the stuffing. It still looks a little hot. I'll do the best I can. We'll see what happens. Very tasty. Let's try the pepper.
It looks soft.
Looks soft. You definitely can see it. Very excellent. So, that's good, babe.
Is it good? Good.
So, from the Insecure Chef and his wonderful wife, Regina,
Have a wonderful night.
thank you for watching. Please invite your friends, family. We're still looking to get to that 1,000. It's been a little slow, so anything you can do, give us some ideas of what you'd like to see cooked, and I'll give it a shot. Thanks very much.